But if you close your eyes,
hello awesome people, welcome back to Airport CEO. Last episode we did some coloring, we did some seating areas, and I'm gonna come back to that, but first off I want to say something special to me. I sent the developers of this game, of Airport CEO, a kind message on Twitter, thanking them for making such a cool game and for helping my channel out because of it. Because Airport CEO is doing really well on the channel, so thank you guys for that. But also thanks to the guys that made this game. So I thanked them for that, and they actually sent me a message back, which to be honest, I didn't expect them to do that because they're very busy people, and you know, I'm not a big channel, so I'm sure that they like the fact that I play the game and I like the game, but I didn't expect them to actually send a message back, but they did, and it was a very, very nice message. I've shared it on my Discord with some very active and close subscribers, and everyone seemed to be on the page that it was very awesome of them to do that, and it was really special to me. It really made my day, so thank you guys if you're watching this. They did mention that they don't watch entire playthrough videos, they do watch snippets of it, and they promised me to keep following me on Twitter, which they are doing, and keep liking my tweets, which is very cool. But if you guys are watching this, so thank you so much, it really made my day, and I want to just start off with saying that. Then, back to the actual series. We did some coloring, we did some extra sort of beautification, some seating areas, so now the airport looks a little bit better. It's still really empty over here, but we're going to change that in some episodes. Probably not today. What we are going to do, though, today is get some seating areas in over here and here. Because over here, it's not that bad, but over here, we saw last episode that we have a little bit of a problem with this security station being really busy and this security station being not that busy. And that's a problem because I want to make it a little bit more even, and I think it has to do something with the pathfinding of the game, of the passengers. Maybe if we change this around and have a seating area over here, then maybe the pathfinding system will steer the passengers to the seating area, and from here on it's a straight line to one of each, and this one is not then the closest one from where they come from. So the pathfinding system probably is you know, finding the fastest way through the airport to get to their destination. And that's, if you're coming from here, then this is the fastest way. But I don't think that the pathfinding system calculates the waiting line over here. I don't know why some of them would go over here, because if that's really the case, then, you know, most of the passengers should just end up here, if not all. But we're going to try it out. We're going to see if it works. And I saw some comments in the comment section that more people have this problem. So that's basically what we're going to try and do today. And we're going to look into something else, because Volker Vedas, a follower of this series for a longer time now, has said something about having staff zones. I'm going to show this here. So, for instance, if we want people to only walk in this pathway, we could set like a small string of staff zone around it, so they won't cross into this area, and they will neatly walk through this sort of pathway at that point. So I thought he only meant it for like the middle area, like the real terminal, so the big thing over here. But he said in the comment on the last episode, you know, I actually thought it would be cool if we could guide the people from the exit to these exits so that they won't mingle with the passengers that are coming in. I think that's a very, very cool idea. The only thing is, I'm not sure how we can do this, because these arms are not that big. And we have the seating areas over here. So if we would have people coming from here leaving, we would have to steer them via a staff pathway around over here and through the exit over here, and the same thing around over here to here. Well, here that's not a problem for this one, because they're exiting and they're just walking out right here, so we don't have that problem over here. But from this one, we also need to have that path going over here, and I don't really see how that is possible in these arms. So if you have an idea, because I have been thinking and trying stuff out, but I don't get it to work. And if you have a good idea, then leave it in the comments. And if you can, then make an example or a schematic or a picture of how it should be, because I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about how we can do this in this situation. I do get it how we can do it in some other situations, but maybe in this situation with the arms like this, it's maybe a little bit tricky because we also have not a lot of room over here. And if we go to this one should be a little bit easier because we only have one exit. The same thing applies. We need to get them from here to here to here to here to here to the exit, which is a possibility, but I mean we need to. The thing that we could do is just say that they can't go through here, but that means that the other passengers can't go through here. So we would have like a sort of a middle line, and that means that these guys will then go here and then go like this wall and then use the exit. And that's not the thing I want to do them either. I want to use them to use the. I want to have them use the pathway actually. So I'm not entirely sure how we can do this. So if you know, leave a comment. And that's enough talking for now and explaining. Let's go actually into doing some stuff. So like I said, we're gonna do some seating areas. We're gonna start over here, because we have this baggage claim area in the future over here. That reminds me, we need to go to economy and procurement, because I just got an email that the first research for baggage handling service is done, so we can now start researching the other things that we have available, so that we have all the parts that we need once we are at the point that we're actually going to do that and make that baggage carousel and claiming area and everything that sort of is supposed to be there when you use it. So that entire system will be done at that point, but for now we're just gonna make a small seating area over here. I want to not put it right in front of this door, so I want to have this little pathway, sort of having that little pathway so that people can actually go through here to the baggage claim area, but also to, you know, go up and then just stand in line here or just move on to the other one. So that's basically what I want to do. I'm gonna pause the game for now because it's really annoying to see. You know what? That would be a good option in the future, to turn off passengers. If you're building like this and you have all these little passengers standing in your way, turning them off for a while would be really great, actually. So what we could do is we could have a pathway like this. That would be big enough, I guess. Yeah, and then do this, and then do this. I think that is cool. And then have another box over here, and then in the middle of these things we could have, and if you watch the series, you know me, I'm gonna put some plants in there just to make it a little bit more pretty. Do that, and then do the flooring. So the fancy mat, that's what we use for the stuff that, you know, is important. So things like seating areas, or security areas or that kind of stuff. Light concrete around it, whoops, to indicate that this is a different sort of area, not a pathway. And I messed up a little bit there, so let's go back to fancy mat and make this into fancy mat. So let's start building this. Let's go full speed. All our constructors, you know what, I'm gonna fire some of these constructors. We don't need 50 of them, so let's send like 30 back. The most we do right now is interior design, so we don't need 50 constructors for that. And now we have a little bit less people just standing here and doing nothing. I still would like for them, if they have nothing to do, the construction workers, to go to the staff room, or maybe just to go here to the deliveries area, to just stand there, so that they're not standing just like drones in your airport, not doing anything. So we're gonna see if this works a little bit, but the most important thing is actually up here. I need to see if we can change these big lines. I think that the seating will help a little bit, at least with the big lines, but hopefully it will also divide them a little bit more. Although it seems a little bit more divided at this point. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure this out. So this is the start of the area. So if I pause the game here and set up a little block here, that means I can now see that this is the area I want to start with. And we can now delete this block. And this is the area I want to work within. So that means that, where is it? Items, seating. Let's go for large seating. Put one over here. Put one over... Put one over here. And in the middle we can have a nice little walkway. That's totally fine. So people can sit here and then go to the walkway to one of these both security stations. And do we need more? We can also do this, by the way. Ah, yeah, that looks actually pretty cool. So let's do that. And that means, however, that we can't really use plants in the middle. So what we're gonna do is have some nice little ferns over here, and then have the flooring, which we're gonna do with light concrete surrounding it. Go over here, and then have the fancy mat to do this. Awesome. Let's see if that works a little bit. This one is finished, but there's not enough new people coming in. Oh, by the way, off screen I set up some new flights. I'm gonna try to do this off screen a little bit more because it's not the funnest part of running this, but I can't plan in everything because we need to have the game running, and I don't want you guys to miss a lot of things. So I had to wait for some more contracts. So yeah, we're gonna do some contract planning in here. Because we have to. I wish that they would actually get these contracts out a little bit faster. Can we actually get this one? No. Okay. So go to Sunday. We need one for Tulip Air there. Or is it also a spot we can't really use? No, we can't really use it. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter if we have some openings over here. Same thing here. Yeah, same thing there. Okay, that's good enough. Next few days we have enough flights, and we still have some contracts generating some flights. So that seems cool. These guys are just running through security right away, so they don't really use the seating area. These guys are standing within the seating area, but these might be the passengers that we just that were standing here already when we built this and when we paused the game. Not entirely sure. We do have the receipts for these guys, so what we can do is go to economy procurement and get the last ones. I think these are the last ones, right? Yeah, I think they are. And we are actually making a lot of money now, so that's pretty cool. And I saw some restaurants. Okay, how much longer? 1 day, 9 hours. I thought that one of them actually run out of contract. But apparently this is only 13. Whoa, look at the sales. This is selling very well. People are coming in and just running straight to these to the coffee, the bean, to the coffee shop. This is actually working pretty well. And the seating areas, I love these seating areas, especially when they're a little bit more busy. It looks a little bit more realistic. This one is not used that often, but you know it's fine. We do need to check if we have enough people working here. So yeah, we need some more airport staff. And probably some more janitors. Why am I keep saying it in the wrong way? So staff vehicles, staff. Let's filter by all. Let's go for airport staff. Airport staff, view applicants. Let's just hire them all. We don't have to really worry about the money for these expenditures. These are not the highest expenditures that you will have. The wages of the staff. That's not the most important thing right here. We are making money for. Nonetheless, even if we hire some more people. Are you just standing here? Oh. Oh. This is something I didn't really expect. So, because these queues are really touching each other, once they're done, they're gonna go through here. Which is a bit weird. That halts things a little bit. We might want to get rid of 1 or 2 of these check-in desks then in the middle, so that they have 2 exit areas on each side. Well, we're gonna see if that's a problem. If it's not a problem, I'm gonna leave it like this because normally, yeah, it should work. Well, this is still a problem. I'm gonna give it some more time to hopefully fix itself. So we have a shop over here now. The other thing that we still need over here is something like a restaurant. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and make that restaurant in the middle here probably. So what we could do is make it over here and make it like this, and see if we can sign it. What type of contract can we sign? Can we get a 2-star in here? Yeah, we can actually get the beer one. Oh, I'm gonna put the beer one here. So it's gonna be an open style, just like this one. So it's gonna be like an open style cafe, especially with the beer. So could we please toggle zones? Yeah, thank you. So this is going to be the beer one. How much does the beer one need? 4 fridges and a cafe counter. Okay, that sounds very reasonable. So let's have the cafe counter up in... We could make it once... You know what? I'm going to do that. Delete this room for now. Leave a place so it will go away. And then what we do is not here, but here. We will do it like this. That makes it an even... Is it even now? Wait, 4... Yeah, it is even now. Okay. So that makes it a little bit... Okay, can we still get the bell beer now? Yeah, okay. So items, go for cafe counter, put that in the middle. Go for fridges, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So then we can get some nice little tables or something like that. Let's just do some simple round tables. Don't do too much. Let's give them a lot of space. We don't need a lot of seatings because people will be able to sit on the gate benches, and I think a lot of them will do that, even if we have seating over here. So, oh, whoops, and shit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Chair. We were using the round chairs. Get rid of this one and put in this one. Okay, so that's something. We now need some plants to beautify the area. Will we actually do that? Could we put a nice little plant in the middle here? Well, what we could do is this. Makes it look a little bit better. We could do like a... Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's do this to sort of seclude it a little bit from the busy pathway, and that also means that people will not go and walk over here, because this was an area that people could actually use as a pathway. We're going to set it as plants now so that they won't use it. And the other thing that we probably still need is trash cans here. We need some trash cans in this area. We do have a trash can in the toilet, but you know, not everyone is going to go there. Item position not valid. Why? Oh, it's because it's in front of this thing. Okay, so you know what? Let's set a trash can over here. Let's put a trash can over here. Just to have some. We're not gonna set them next to the fridge. That's a bit weird. Well, we have one over there. I think that. Put one over here, maybe. Yeah, let's put one over here in front of the exit so people can actually throw their garbage away if they want to. And then sign a contract. Let's go for Bell Beer. Can I please select it? Thank you. Sign. And that's it. So we're going to have a nice little restaurant, cafe style thing over here. And that also makes sure that people, if they are in this gate stuff thingy, what do you call it? I'm going to call these arms gates. I know that normally this is a gate and this is a gate, but you know, this is a gate for me. Because it's the gate arm, and this is the real terminal, in my eyes. So I'm just gonna call it like that. What did we use? We did use the fancy mat over here as a way of stating that this is a area of interest for the passengers. So let's do that. Let's go over here and make this into a fancy mat. And in order to make sure that they actually know that this is a secluded area. Let's do this. And that makes it look a little bit better. I like that. And I like the fact that this is now a little bit more full. And we have a shop, a nice little shop. We have a nice little establishment for food and drinks. So that is nice and easy. So, let's see. You're still here. Yeah, you're still here. And you are still here. Only one more hour though. So probably we'll have to renew this episode at the end of this episode, because we're almost done. Yeah, the gating the seating area doesn't really seem to work. It could be that it's just a long way from here to there. That time-wise, they need to get in line immediately instead of sitting down, because otherwise they might miss their flights. I'm not sure. That might be an issue here, but it seems to be a little bit more even nonetheless. Even though the seating area has nothing to do with that, it seems to be a little bit more even. And I do like the seating areas of having the options there because you know, it's just more realistic. to have seating areas in there. This little area where we have nothing, this could also be like a huge shopping mall, and then have restaurants over here, or just a mix of them. So have like huge areas over here where they can sit down and eat, and have them have some snacks, have some drinks, and also go shopping, which is most of the time actually very realistic. Those trees are looking a little bit weird next to the runways, but we might change that off screen or in the next episode. Still need to work out this general aviation problem, because it looks a little bit better now because we have that extra way over here, but we still need to figure out a new spot for the general aviation. So if you have anything, any good idea about that, then leave that in the comments too, because I'm really debating right now to, once we have one more arm, to just make these runways for commercial only too. Make them upgrade them for medium flights, and then make them commercial too, only commercial, and then put the general aviation up here somewhere with their own 2 runways or something like that, and then have just a strip of general aviation there, so that, you know, general aviation, it doesn't matter if they have if they have to wait for each other, but commercial flights, I don't want those to wait. So let's check it. Do we have everything for the actual baggage carousel? Yeah, we do have everything right now. That is very good. Do we have anything else that we really want to have here? Mind reader. I think I did this last series. I'm not even sure if it works or what it really does. It says that you can read the minds of the people, but I haven't really tested out what that actually means. And it costs a lot of money, a lot of upkeep especially. So I'm not sure. Let's leave it for now. Trail scanner. Could be useful, but not right now. And I do think that this is a nice test on the performance of the game, so let's not do that. And these guys are fine. How many vehicles do we have, by the way? Because that's another. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stands for planes. How many vehicles do we have? We have 4 pushback trucks. This is enough, probably. Well, you know what? What we're going to do is we're going to buy some more of these. So we're going to buy 1 more Ford fuel truck. And we're going to buy 2 more pool force trucks. Oh, that's cargo. Oh. Well, then we already have some cargo. I need the pool back or whatever. What is it called? Pushback trucks. Yeah, those 2. Those are the ones we need, because those can push back the planes into their position to take off. And I do want 1 for every stand, basically, because then we won't get airplanes waiting because they need to be pushed back. Because that is something that you really don't want. So, but this is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave some ideas in the comment section of where to go next with the airport, and especially about the things that I asked for, because those are the things that I really want to implement, but we need to find a way to do it in the right way immediately, instead of just trying out stuff, because that's not really fun to watch. So, as always, I've been Hipbone, you've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for watching.